Right, let's start this rolling again. Right, so we're rolling again. So I'll just get you to tell me your name and who you are again for the top of the tape.
I'm Ivan Bell, a High Peak Borough Councillor from Old Glossop Ward.
And you're concerned about a possible planning application in Old Glossop. Can you tell me a bit about it?
Yes, certainly. I aren't so much concerned about the planning application. I'm concerned about the officers and the council's attitude towards this.
Let's start from the beginning. Tell me what's got you worried.
Well, what got me worried was a member of the public saw a lady in a field in Old Glossop taking photographs and making notes and measurements. She described this lady to me, and I recognised her as one of the senior planning officers.
And what's wrong with the planning officer taking photos and checking out a field?
Nothing at all, absolutely nothing, but this lady asked me to find out what was going on. So I rang the senior planning officer up and she said, "I'm sorry, Ivan, Councillor Ivan, it's confidential and I can't divulge this." So I said, "As a confidentiality clause been signed?" "Oh no." So I said, "Well, I pay you, the ratepayers pay you, you work for us, surely you should be telling me what is going on. It sounds almost as if you're working for a developer free of charge, and we are subsidising you."
And what was her reaction?
Her reaction was, "Well, it's always been like this. As soon as the application goes in, you and everybody else will find out about it."
And so what have you done?
Well, of course, I don't blame the senior planning officer, so whatever. I went to her manager and he agreed with her and said it was confidential. I went to the senior director of planning. He checked up with the council's legal department and they said, "Well, we have no obligation to tell anybody."
And you're on the planning committee, aren't you?
No.
You're not?
Oh no, I've been taken off that. I'm a bit too controversial for that.
Have you well, let me ask that question again. Have you spoken to any of the other councillors who are on the planning committee? Has anybody got a whiff of what this might be about?
Well, my concern really isn't really so much about what it's about as to why the council won't tell me what it's about. I have found out that there's a strong possibility of 18 houses being built on this field, which in all honesty I've no objection to if there's affordable housing built on the field, and if these houses are totally in keeping with the Old Glossop scenery.
So basically, your worry is that the developers are getting ahead of the game, and it's not in the public domain. So anybody who would potentially be concerned about it can't mobilise against it, or
yes, can't have any input or any idea what's happening. So I have, under the Freedom of Information Act, asked for the senior planning officers' notes, photographs and anything else pertaining to what is proposed on this field. And under the Freedom of Information Act, I'm sure I'll get this information.
And when would you expect to get an answer?
Well, as soon as possible, and immediately I get an answer, I'll ask for an Old Glossop's Residents Association and let all the residents know what is happening and discuss it with them.
That's great. Thank you very much for bringing that to our attention.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Right, let me stop that one.
I think that's it.
Lovely.
Now I'll drink my cup of tea.
We're not going for a hat trick of stories today then?
No. Not today. Not today. Right.